Hello again, my name is Axolotl, and I'm back with more puzzles and traps for your TTRPG. I personally play Dungeons & Dragons, but these can be modified for any game. Please, use them however you wish. First off, before we get started, you know what I'm gonna say. If your players come up with a clever or creative solution to your puzzle or trap, give them their reward. They used their brains and came up with something unique and cool to get out of a tight spot. That deserves a cookie at least. Now, onto the rest of the video.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
This first one is a trap that actually killed one of my players, so use with caution. It's called the Crying Angel. In my game, the players entered a mausoleum to find an important NPC. Inside the tomb were your typical coffins, a long winding staircase, and all sorts of spiderwebs and such. The thing that stands out is a statue of an angel pointing outward. They followed the point, which led to a loose stone. The rogue tried to pull it out, but it was just barely too tight, and instead when she tried to pry it out with her knife, she pushed it inward. Here's where things got nasty. The angel statue started crying tears of blood. These soaked all over the ground. Eventually, though, they began to take shape. They had to fight 2 dragon blood ooze in order to escape. Now these were pretty nasty monsters. In one attack, they can do bludgeoning and acid damage while grappling a player. They can also spray acid in a 30-foot cone. Our deep gnome warlock fell in battle. We remember you, Poppy. Your death was not in vain. Thankfully, my player happened to love character creation, and she became a Warforged artificer. We love her just as much. So, that was gross. How about something just as weird? I call this one the Screaming Floor. The party enters a room. On the floor are tiles with a different face on each. The faces all have a look of horror on them. If a player steps on a tile with a face, then they hear a loud scream and that tile falls beneath their feet. They must make a dexterity saving throw to save themselves from falling into whatever dastardly pit you can think of. This next one is a strange trap that leads to other deadlier traps. Kinda like a domino effect. I call it the Plaything. The party has been wandering through a dungeon with the constant feeling like something is watching them. Have even the highest perception checks only catch glimpses of a small shadow and a faint giggling. The party eventually sees a doll sitting on the floor in front of them. When they approach, it runs away laughing. When the party chases it, the doll runs into a room that's a trap. Have it be whatever trap you want. Just make sure the doll doesn't trigger it. It runs through just fine, however the players will be so preoccupied with the chase that they will forget how dangerous their environment is. They trigger the trap, and the rest will play out how you decide. There you go, 3 strange and unusual puzzles or traps for your games. I hope these give you some truly cruel ideas, but not too cruel. Your goal with traps and puzzles shouldn't be to TPK, but instead wear them down. If you decide to use any of these, please tell me in the comments down below. And while you're down there, please like and subscribe. See you later!